Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to more pretty black women on TikTok complaining about black men. Let's get right into it.
So, I'm going to say this, and I know people might go to my page and be like, well, I thought you was dating someone. I am dating someone, but I do want to say this, though. I'm over black men. I seen a girl make this post, like, some months ago, but, like, and I felt her then, but I really feel her now. I am so over black men. I'm over black men, and the reason why is, like, it's too much dating them. It's too much dating them. Like, it's too much energy. It's too much, like, fight that you got to give. It's too much, like, having to, like, show too much. Like, I just wish people get what I'm trying to say. Like, that girl, she said it perfectly. I'm a lot more rude than her, so, like, I could really be offensive. But I just feel like it's a lot of dating black men. It's like they want you to stick around with all their bullshit. They want you to stick around while they grow up and all that stuff, and they don't do the same for you. They're not patient with you. They're not understanding with you. They're not understanding of what you go through as a woman. But we always, us as women, but especially black women, it's like we always gotta fight for what we deserve in relationships with black men. I'm just so tired of that. Like if I came into the relationship, I've showed you nothing but loyalty, nothing but love. Why are you blaming your past on what you do to me? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like me and my friend was talking, and, like, I remember her saying something, like, about her man, and she was basically like, yeah, I had to, like, you know, basically she was saying, this ain't verbatim, but she was basically saying, like, she had to, like, basically fight for the nigga for her man to get comfortable enough to start to put his guard down and stuff like that. And I just feel like a lot of shit just don't be fair. And me personally, I don't feel like I have to, like, go to war with trying to get you to understand that I genuinely love you. I genuinely care about you. I'm here for you. Like, I feel like we use what we go through. A lot of people, especially in the black community, use what they go through as an excuse to hurt people, and it's not an excuse to hurt people. Like, yeah, you might have trust issues or whatever because your last girlfriend, but that doesn't mean, just because you have trust issues because of that doesn't mean you have to treat me away or do me bad because of your last situation. That means you need to work on that within. And if you're going to get into another relationship and you have these trust issues or insecurities or whatever, that means you have to kind of be able to work on that and also be in your relationship. Or if you can't be in a relationship and, like, keep that separate, keep the fact that you got to work on your trust issues and your insecurities separate than your relationship, then you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to just be single and work on yourself and work on your trust issues and your insecurities. That's truly how I feel, because I feel like, again, it's so exhausting dating black men. It's so exhausting because it's like you want to understand.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. She seems like a really young girl. Shout out to her. Attractive girl, young girl. I love that she has her natural hair from what I could see. I don't know if she has an extension in the back, but it doesn't look like lace front. So shout out to you, girl. Natural hair, beautiful lips, lip gloss. I'm rocking with it, okay? I wonder if your eyebrows come off if I do like this. If I do that, do your eyebrows come off? I don't know. I dated a girl once like that, and boy, she looked really different without her eyebrows, right? She did not wake up like this. I want to say this, though. She seems very masculine. Let me explain to you why. Why are you trying to fight to get a man to lower his guard? That sounds like something a man would do to a woman. So the fact that you got to fight with him so he could trust you and lower his guard sounds like two things. One, you're dating a man that's very avoidant. He has an avoidant attachment style. Seems like you have an anxious attachment style, right? So you dating him obviously gives you anxiety, and that anxiety causes him to run away, and so you're essentially chasing him, okay? And that's not unique to black men. So the thing you're talking about, it's not unique to black men. So, but okay, I digress. Second thing is, to me, if he has a wall like this and he's traumatized by something from his past, why are you fighting with him? Why not? Why don't you just try to understand him or just accept him? He has trust issues because he had a traumatic past, right? A lot of black women always talk about us loving you the way you are. When are you guys going to love us the way we are, okay? I don't walk through life with trauma, and I'm not traumatic, but I try to have empathy for people that have past issues and regressions and stuff like that. But it seems like black women, they're more concerned about getting what they want. Let me fight with you and break down and trust me. And by the way, even though this is masculine and it seems like her man is feminine, which to me is the main type of black men a lot of these girls are dating. They're dating the feminine black men. And I'll go into reasons why maybe later. But it seems like to me that, she is literally blaming all black men for the narrow anecdotal experiences that she's having. And baby girl, come after the alpha men, okay? Chase after the alpha men. You won't have to worry about that. You don't got no hands. We ain't worried about you. I don't got no trust issues. Ain't nothing you can do to me that I can't, protect myself from. So I would just say choose better.
I just want to start off by saying I love black love. I really don't want that to be misinterpreted. I love black love. I love black love. I love black love. But for some reason, every time I have dated within my race, I have been treated badly. I have been treated poorly, disrespected, everything, all the above. When I've dated outside of my race, not to say that that doesn't come with the same type of problem. I'm trying to say that, I want black love, but I want black men to treat us better. That's all. That's it. I just want to start off by saying
Okay, so I really would love if girls, if you're gonna come on Beyonce's internet and complain, give me an understanding of what exactly you're complaining about. Here's another girl. She's
love black love.
decently attractive, right? I think she might even be more attractive than the last girl. But I have a dark skin bias. So if I see a dark skinned girl and a light skinned girl and they're equally as beautiful, I'm gonna find a dark skinned girl more attractive. That's just me. I don't know about you, but she's an attractive girl. Looks like she has a natural hair. She might even be biracial. I don't know. Or maybe she has a good ass lace front wig. I don't think so. It looks like her real hair. Okay, it looks like her real roots. So let's just say she's a biracial girl. Okay, and she's saying that black men don't treat her right. To me, again, this is not a black man issue. This is the type of man you choose. If you choose, listen, there's losers of all races. I don't know if women understand that. If you have not had success with dating black men, it doesn't mean it's a black issue. I don't understand why people don't realize that there's trash in every race, right? There's people in jail of every race. There's people that commit crimes of every race. So you got to choose better. But you know what? I think a lot of black girls prefer a feminine black man because they could control him. Right? They're way easier to control. Okay? And if you deal with a man like me, I'm not so easy to control. So that might not be attractive to you. Again, people are looking for their polar opposite. So if you're masculine, you're going to prefer feminine men. If you're feminine, you're going to prefer a masculine man. I'm telling you, a lot of women are in their masculine, not necessarily like how they speak or the tone of their voice. There's some girls that are like that too. But some girls are just in their masculine in the sense of they want to control, they want to lead, they want to accomplish. And you run into these issues.
Here are 3 reasons why women love black men. I have history dating all ethnicities, all races, and I can assure you that most women do find black men intriguing, especially if you are attractive. Now, the first reason why they actually love and sometimes prefer black men is because black men usually tend to be more dominant. Dominant characteristics equates to more masculinity, and more masculinity is more attractive to a vast majority of women. Number 2, black men usually showcase high amounts of sex appeal. Sex appeal is anything that makes you more sexually attractive. So this can be your physique, this can be tattoos, this can be jewelry, this can be your jawline. Black men overall just tend to showcase more of those traits naturally, thus giving them a natural amount of sex appeal and swag, as they call it, which also is basically like confidence and dominance. Now, we're all thinking it, I know you're thinking it, and that is the BBC stereotype. Even if a woman doesn't usually prefer black men, I found that interracially, some women will still experiment with the black man only because of the BBC stereotype. And if you don't know what BBC means, do a quick Google search, but don't go to images. Now, these are some reasons why women tend to prefer black men. However, a lot of these are stereotypes, keep in mind, and a lot of these could play into more deeper problems of fetishes. But this is just my experience. For more juicy content, be sure to check the Patreon link within my bio.
Okay, shout out to Austin Dunham. Austin seems like he's been a YouTuber for a while. He hasn't been on the dating market as long as I have been. I would say this though, when it comes to women, black women, white women, Spanish women, they all curious about the BBC. I won't lie. They all really curious about it. That's true. But another thing is, like, black men, we make things cool. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of where, trends start. If we're the ones that kind of, our approval of something is what makes it cool, right? If we don't think it's cool, no one thinks it's cool. So we're kind of like the trendsetters, the leaders in that way. And I've dated women of other races as well. And I won't lie, they don't really complain about black men the way black women do, right? Non-black women seem to sing our praises all the time. It's just rare that, I would say, in my personal experience, it's rare that women generally want a black man per se. A lot of women that like black men, if they do like black men, they grew up in like a hood gangster environment, or they have, like you said, a BBC curiosity. But for the most part, Austin Dunham looks kind of biracial, right? He looks like he might be mixed with something. That appeals to women a lot more than just black men. If you look like you're biracial, you're definitely going to appeal to a wider range of women than black men do, per se.
Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect. Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this.
Okay, here's another attractive black. Damn, it's all these pretty black women. Look, you guys are in luck. You got something to look at. Okay, light-skinned black girl, you already know she got an attitude. I could just see from a mile away. When you're a light-skinned black girl, you just think you're the creme de la creme. Okay, and so, listen, proceed with caution if she's light-skinned black girl. Proceed with caution. She said something that's very interesting to me. She said a couple things. She said that she's tired of them being broke. Okay? Statistically, black men make more money than black women. So I don't know what she's talking about. But again, I think a lot of women are dating the same type of black men. She said the man doesn't want to commit to her. I find that very interesting. I know a lot of black men that would be very willing. Look at her. I mean, keep it real with you, she's like an 8, 9, or 10. I'm going to just, you guys might disagree, and you can say what you think she is in the comments, but I'm going to tell her, this is like, if I had to grade it, this is like an 8, 9, or 10. Okay, not a 10, but let's just like an 8 or 9, right? That's her. Just giving her props, keeping it real, even though she's saying disparaging things about black men. So she has a man that's broke, doesn't want to commit to her, but wants all the privileges of being a husband, right? So that means he wants to clap some cheeks. So look, if a man wants to clap some cheeks and he's broke, right, and he doesn't want to commit to you, why are you dating him? Regardless of if he's black or not, why are you dating him? And this is because a lot of women, black women, they really like weak, attractive beta men. Okay? They like weak, attractive beta men. They love them, right? They love them because, one, they can control them. They love to look at them. But they're upset with the fact that these men don't want to commit because even though they're beta, they got options. Right? If you like him, if he could get a girl like you, if you could get a girl like this, let me tell you something. If you could bag a girl like this, because I've had many women like this, you could get any type of pretty girl. You could get any type of pretty girl, right? This is a validation that you need. If girls could look at you and say, and see that you dated women like this in your past, you could get any type of girl, whether you masculine or beta or not. So I personally think, and goes for a lot of attractive women, y'all go for the man that tickles your feather the most, right? And you ignore everything else because you don't like what it comes with. You don't like dating a man that's alpha and masculine and stuff like that because that usually means you have to submit from the beginning, okay? A lot of these women, they only want to submit in the bedroom. Other than that, they want to be masculine.
Black man, I want to be able to say I love you without it being cringy. I want to be able to uplift you and affirm you without it irritating insecure energy. I know so many people think that these affirmations are cringy, but I think that there is a deeper seated problem in the energy within our community. And I think sometimes we can be our biggest haters, and that's why it's so important to spread love and to spread positivity, because we have a lot of people living in insecurity. We have a lot of people who don't love themselves and then project it on outwardly. It really has been a walk doing these affirmations every single day, and I feel closer to the Black men in my life by just being someone that could say, I love you, I see you, I need you, I want you, I cherish you, I value you, and mean it in every single way. And so my hope is that I can transmute this energy into a bigger movement, and more members of our community can start expressing their love more freely without it being cringy. Black man,
Okay, I want to talk about this whole affirm Black men movement. I don't know if you guys seen this before on Instagram or TikTok, but this girl is getting a lot of rounds, and she's kind of making her waves by saying things that are very kind about Black men. And I appreciate that. The only thing is, I don't feel like it's genuine. In fact, I feel like it's very disingenuous. Here's why. I met one of the girls that were part of this movement, and she was gaining steam, right? I won't mention her name, but I met one of the girls. And I started to learn a lot about her. One of the things I found out about her was she was married to a white man. Now, I have no issues with that. But at one point of her life, she actually did not like Black men, to the point where she was so rebellious, she only dated white men. And you know what she told me? That white man was so racist to her, according to her, and didn't respect her and didn't understand the Black experience. So a lot of times that things came up, such as, I don't know, what's the recent, the guy who got choked, kneeled on his neck. I can't think of his name. I probably don't even want to mention his name, but let's just say when that happened, I believe it happened during the lockdown times in 2020, when that Black man was brutally killed by police, right? Her white husband at the time looked at it like, oh, it wasn't racism, and they had a divide on it, right? And and this is the funny part, where some women, they want to run to the white boys, but then expect the white boys to understand them just like Black men. It won't happen. And then when that doesn't work out, you come running back to us, and now you're all of a sudden, you're all for Black men. You're all for Black men. It's convenient now because it didn't work for you. You ran over there. It didn't work. Bitch, stay over there. We don't need you over here. We don't need the girls who get used up by other races, and then when that don't work, come over here. See, Black men, we're different. When we leave Black women, we don't come back. We don't come back. Because the women that like us, they actually want to keep us. The women that are Thai, Dominican, I know people they're even just dating Black women outside of America. Just non-American Black women, right? Women from Africa. These women appreciate us a lot more. So, shout out to the girls that are doing this movement. I appreciate it. But to me, it's a big grift. And I can't really respect it.
I love dark-skinned Black men. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if it's the blue blackness. I don't know if it's the dark chocolate. I don't know. I just seen a dark-skinned Black man, and I really wanted to pull up beside him and get him my number. These motherfuckers be looking so good. Good Lord. Jesus. When I say God be doing his thing when he be making these dark-skinned Black men. Do you hear me? I love dark-skinned Black.
I appreciate it, and this to me is more genuine. And now shout out to you, sister. We need more sisters like you that appreciate us for who we really are.
Baby, I will forever love me a Black man. I will always date a Black man. I will always choose a Black man, especially my dark skins. I love me a chocolate man. Taper. I stand by my Black kings, okay? I want nothing else. Baby, I will forever love.
Respect to her. To me, this is more genuine, okay? I like this more. This is more genuine to me.
Okay, I know how some of my African American followers hate how I compare my dating experiences with black men versus my dating experiences with white men. Well, this will be another comparison video, so go ahead and keep scrolling or stay and make yourself mad. Anywho, so I just been uploading videos about the new Mr. White Chocolate and how he treated me to dinner last night. And before then, I was talking to an African American man, like all in the same time frame. I exchanged numbers with this African American man. So we talked online for like a week, and then we exchanged numbers like 3 days ago, which means this man has had access to me for a week and a half. Yesterday, he asked me, what I was doing. The black man asked me what I was doing. And nothing. I was really just chilling because, like I said, my nephew went to his first high school party. So I was really just chilling and waiting until my nephew told me he was ready so I can go pick him up. So I wasn't doing anything. And I just said, like, I'm hungry. I told the black man that I was hungry. And he said, why haven't you eaten? And I just said, I don't know. And then I said, have you eaten? And then he was like, no, shit, I'm hungry too. And I'm like, crickets, mind you, this is a man who has access to me for a week and a half, no date, no nothing, right? So the new Mr. White Chocolate messaged me, and all within 15 minutes of having my number, he sent me money to treat myself to a date. I gave the black man a week and a half, and still nothing. He was hungry. He didn't care. I was hungry and he didn't care. This other man asked me what I wanted to do, how much it cost. The white man asked me what I wanted to do, how much it cost, and he sent me the bread, y'all. So yeah, y'all hate my comparison videos, but all tea, no shade. It be true. And y'all know that. Y'all know that.
No, we don't know that. Actually, it's funny to me. You found one black guy that was a loser and one white guy that was a simp. And now you think you understand all black men, all white men. Black women would say that this is generalization. If I said that all black women are like Cardi B or Glorilla, oh my God, you're generalizing. Not all, not all, not all. But all of a sudden, you date one black bum and one white simp, and you just done with black men. You just done with black men. That's why I can't even really take this seriously.
The way that I have changed since this man has entered my life, I'll never be the same. And it is not for the reasons you're thinking, you nasty. Even though that's not a conversation for today. I'm just saying, like, I have become like the boldest, most confident version of me. I dress different. I talk different. I believe in myself in a different way. I'm like way more into my feminine energy. And I did not know that that was a theme of having a black boyfriend until I stumbled on all of these videos on TikTok talking about the black boyfriend effect. And I need to know, like, what is this psychological phenomenon? And what is it about black men that is just different? And I'm not just saying this because I'm with a black guy, but since I have been exposed to black culture more and more, I just genuinely believe that they actually like women. It's like they have a different appreciation for femininity. I don't know, just thoughts. But what about this black boyfriend effect? The way that I have changed.
So I definitely want to make a video on the black boyfriend effect. I think it's actually a great topic that the community is going to love. Us black men, we can chime in on it. What do you think about it? If you want me to do it, please write in a comment so I know. If I get at least 10 people say that I should do the black boyfriend effect video, I'm going to do it. Okay? But I want to address what this white woman said. And even the title, how the video looks. How other races of women adore the average, listen to me, the average black man. This girl talked about how she felt more confident, right? That she, she walked different. She talked different. It changed her life. It changed her life. Again. And black people, respectfully, we're not really racist to white people. I'm not saying no black people are. But for the most part, in black neighborhoods, we accept white people. We do. I know white boys are in gangs, right? That if I mess with them, their gang members, which are black, would murk me. Facts, right? And everybody knows this, okay? That's how much we could look past race, okay? Black people, someone once told me, since we are like, we're like the original man and the original woman, we look at the world like our children. Like, we have this kind of parental effect on people, and we just want to bring them in and love them and care for them. And I find that to be true. As bad as the hood is, you know what I'm saying, and you think it might be racist, you know, there's some white people being protected by black people. Anyway, I continue. So she even talked about how, you know, hey, look, she's happy with the bedroom love too, okay? And to me, I won't lie. When a black man knocks the sonic rings out of you, you just, it's a different life experience, okay? It changes a woman. I've seen it myself. When I smash a girl to sleep, the next day, the pep in her step, the way she walks, she's happy to make me breakfast, she's happy to do for me. It's just something different. Our effect on women is something different. I just wonder why black women can't equally see this, our real appeal. So if black women have an issue with us, just know we're loved outside of our race, right? We could go elsewhere. And we see it with successful men time after time. We have men that are black and successful marrying women outside their race, and these women are very happy. They show up. They cooperate. Some of them, I won't lie, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, in my personal opinion, I feel like white people tend to be more racist than black people, and in a very ignorant way, right? Black people are suspicious about white people. They're not static, right? We're not like, we're willing to be convinced otherwise, right? And I don't know, LeBron James talked about this, like he never grew up with white people when he was in Akron, Ohio, and he thought all these things about white people. But then when he experienced them, he changed his mind. Now, how many white people are willing to change their mind when they experience black people? Very few. She's one of them, but very few. Very few. There are some, I won't lie, but you know, the intelligent ones. But there's a lot of ignorant white people they want to keep this racial superiority over black people, even though I don't technically see the racial superiority. I don't. You know what I'm saying? If you're white, you have just the amount of opportunities I do to become rich, in my opinion. Yeah, you might have an easier hand, but, you know, the lack of struggle for you ain't going to make you better than me. It's going to make you worse, because that means I have more adversity. That means I have to overcome more, and if I have to overcome more, I could become more. That's just my thoughts on it. So, you know, do I think white people have it easier than black people? Sure, but I don't think that makes them better. I just think that they just got a head start. You got a head start. You know, tell me if that's going to make you, if we lower the hoop for you to dunk, tell me how that's going to make you a better ball player than me when I have to keep the hoop at the same height. I'm just saying. Anyway, this is my thoughts on it. I just think that, you know, a lot of pretty black women think it's too hard to date a black man, but then you'll see women like this that are very, 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 very content, and they even feel liberated. They feel like they've changed after dating a black man. And I've seen this time after time. When a woman of another race opens up herself to the idea, I don't think a lot of women could do this. They might be curious about the BBC. They might want to, you know, a white girl once told me that every white woman, she said it just like this, she's like, every white woman is curious about sleeping with a black man or fantasize about sleeping with a black man. But a lot of them don't have the courage to actually do it. So the ones that have the actual courage to do it, they get amazing results, okay? And I just wonder why black women are not getting the same results. My personal opinion is women outside our own race have better taste in black men than our own black women. I don't know. That's my take. What's your take? Either way, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.